One question I constantly get asked is how I film these YouTube tutorial videos, or more importantly, how I record my desk from that top-down angle. And I've tried a bunch of stuff over the years, but the setup I'm gonna show you today is really the best way that I found to record myself as I draw. But if you're not an artist, don't worry, because this can work for other types of videos too. This gear can work if you do unboxing or product review videos and you need a clear overhead view of your workspace like you see in the video here, or let's say you want to start a cooking channel because you just happen to be a classically trained chef like myself with delicious recipes to share with the world. You can do that too. Or maybe, just maybe, you're the next beauty guru in the making and you want the perfect view for your nail tutorials. It'll work for that too. So my setup is what I would call a semi-permanent solution, which might not be for everybody, and I understand that, but I'll talk about a more temporary way you can use the same arm here in a bit. And I say semi-permanent just because I've got everything mounted directly to the ceiling. So starting here at the top, I've got a 1/2-inch iron floor flange that I drilled directly into the ceiling joists. And with these, you can get these at any home improvement store for less than $5. From here then, I've got a 1/2-inch by 12-inch galvanized steel pipe nipple screwed into the flange. Once again, less than $5. These two pieces are basically gonna work as a super sturdy base that I'm gonna attach my clamp and my arm to. And what is that clamp and arm, you ask? Well, the arm is the Manfrotto 244 variable friction magic arm. There's gonna be a few different ones of these available. I ordered the one with the camera bracket that you can see here, and I'll link all this info down in the description if you wanna check this stuff out for yourself. Right now, this one runs $139 on Amazon. So from there, the arm mounts to the steel pipe with a Manfrotto 035 RL super clamp with the 2908 standard stud. This is less than $29 on Amazon right now. So all in with the base, we're looking right under $180. Is this the cheapest way to go? No, but this video isn't really about showing you the cheapest option. It's about showing you what I found is gonna give you the best results. So what makes this setup so great? What makes this worth spending more rather than buying a cheap armor mount or maybe even going the DIY route? Well, let's talk about what I used in the past and why those options suck so bad. When I first started YouTube, I used an iPhone and this gooseneck arm to shoot my overhead shots. So we attached the arm by tightening down the clamp, and you can already see this arm is starting to bounce. Even worse, if you happen to be filming and accidentally bump the arm, yeah, that's gonna be an absolute catastrophe, and it's gonna give you unusable footage. So let's talk about camera gear next. For my top-down videos, I currently use a Sony a6400 with a Sigma 16mm 1.4 lens. This wide-angle lens is great for top-down filming like this. But of course, when I upgraded my camera, I had to get a new way to do those overhead shots, and I went with this Heron crane arm. Now, I've been using this thing for over 1.5 years now, but I've really never been totally happy with it. I like that it has a decent reach of about 5 feet, and it can be positioned pretty quickly, but this thing has a bunch of bounce to it. Seriously, when I press the record button on the camera, I usually have to wait 1.5 minutes just so there's no signs of vibration left in the shot. It's super annoying, and even the slightest vibration can cause it to shake, and that's with mounting it off to the side and not on the table that I'm actually drawing on. The tension screws will constantly need retightened too, and there's nothing worse than having the camera slowly inch closer to the desk in the middle of a video. This thing wasn't a cheap solution either. This option runs $130, so I personally really expected more. That's when I decided to do some research, and I landed on the Manfrotto magic arm you saw at the beginning. And this thing is magic, but with that being said, I've just got to tell you, this is not a sponsored video. I paid for this out of my pocket. Manfrotto didn't send me this or didn't pay me for this video. I'm just a huge fan of this arm, and I wanted to share it with you. So this arm has got one single center knob that locks all 3 articulation points into place. This is super, super convenient because you don't have to make 3 separate adjustments and tighten 3 separate screws. One and you're done. Just get your camera to the position you want and tighten down that one single knob. Since this is more of a permanent solution for me and I keep my camera on the arm, this makes it super easy to lock it up and out of the way when I'm not using it. And as you can see, this thing is super sturdy. A tad bit of bounce when you touch it at the beginning just due to the length, but that bounce is almost gone immediately. Even though I use a DSLR in this, you could use a phone if that's what you've got. Is it a little overkill for a phone? Yeah, but it's gonna give you the sturdiest option available right off the bat. Plus, if you ever upgrade cameras down the line, you don't have to upgrade your arm. You've already got one, you're good to go. The only thing you need to use this with a phone is just a phone mount with a threaded bottom like this option from Joby. So what if you can't mount it to your ceiling? What if you want to make this a little less permanent, something you can tear down and move around? Well, you can use the same arm and clamp and just attach it to a C-stand like this one that I use for my studio light. It's going to allow you to have a sturdy, movable base just to connect everything to, but at the same time, it's not permanent. If you go this route though, make sure you attach a sandbag as a counterweight at the end of the boom pole. Otherwise, you're gonna run the risk of the whole thing tipping forward, and nobody wants that. All right guys, that's it for today's video. As always, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. If you liked today's video too, give it a thumbs up. Maybe you found it inspirational. Maybe you're gonna use some of this gear and do your own YouTube drawing channel. If you do, let me know. I wanna hear about it. I can be found online, bjdell.com, as well as on Instagram and Twitter @bjdell. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell for notifications so you can get alerted when I post new videos. Because you don't wanna be left out in the dark when I start my second channel, Cooking with BJ Dell, or my third channel, Beauty Tutorials with BJ Dell, because those are coming up soon, I'm sure. So until next time, keep creating.